Set this down.
Here would be a great spot. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Can he step out a tad? Because if anyone needs to get in there, we'd be kind of rude, right? Would we or not?
Tim, what are these road trips like for you in places that don't see you all the time?
They've been good so far. Getting adjusted to the bus life, and yeah, they're not too bad at all.
Hey Tim, so I've been here, past 2 years, and I've never seen anything like this. All these media people here, just this TV station in town. I'm sure you get that everywhere you go. Just boatloads of people. You have a very loyal fan base. You have since you've been at Florida. Has it, does it ever just dawn on you how kind of amazing it is? How, wherever you go, you just, you're so polarizing. You attract so many fans. Just everyone's talking about you all the time.
Well,
that's a pretty unique quality.
Well, it definitely feels good to have support, and people want to come out and watch you and support you. But at the same time, I don't let it affect me at the high or low, because there would be a lot of people supporting me, but then there will also be people that have a couple too many drinks and then they're not saying the same thing. So, you have people support you, and that feels great. But I just try to keep an even keel and just come out here and enjoy playing baseball every day.
Do you have a favorite story from this whole experience since you started playing baseball, the road trips? Do you have a favorite story that kind of sticks out?
I think one of my favorite parts about the road trip so far is all the different groups from Night to Shine, which is a worldwide prom for people with special needs that we put on every year, and how I think almost every single away trip there's been groups, and I think there will be a group of about 50 special needs kids here tonight from a local prom, and I think that's just awesome, because it's just trying to bring people together and make them feel special.
And
Tim,
Justin
do you
and Brandon are two bat boys here.
Yeah, they both
attended that prom. You got to spend a little time with them.
They're awesome, and yeah, Justin was one of the best parts of the game last night. He's hilarious, and they did an awesome job. So it was fun hanging with them.
Tim, do you have any opportunity to enjoy the areas where you go? What do you know about Hagerstown?
Not a lot. Visited the Gold's Gym here today, and besides that, I don't really do too much. Just try to get your rest, train, work out, and then get to the field early and prepare for the games.
Do you ever ask people the best place to go to eat, or do you just stay with your
Sometimes,
teammates?
I don't know. Go out to eat that much after the games. Hard to sit down and eat sometimes. So,
Are you exceeding your own expectations?
I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily try to put expectations of what I want to hit. I think for me it's a process, and every day I want to get a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. I want to see pitches. I want to put good swings on them, not necessarily worry about the results, but try to have good at bats and feel like I'm getting better.
What sort of short-term goals have you set for yourself lately?
Well, for me, it's the approach. It's every day. It's seeing the pitches, being able to adjust lefties, righties, sidearm guys, everything, and so it's just trying to understand the game, let it slow down, and improve.
Go ahead.
Does being a quarterback kind of help that preparation process? I mean, it's two different sports, but is it?
Yeah, it's very different in how you prepare, but both of them take a lot of preparation. And I think from being a quarterback, that you got to sit down and study and work, and I think being able to take that discipline of preparing for so many different teams, defenses, and opponents, you can take that into preparing for baseball and the little things and the concentration it takes.
Do you allow yourself to think that you might? Oh, please. Well, isn't that kind of you? Thanks. Do you allow yourself to think about when you might be able to make it to the bigs? Is that a goal that you actually think about?
No, I think when you try to put yourself in hypotheticals, I think that can be dangerous for an athlete. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to focus on what you can control, not what you can't control, not the outside, not other people's opinions, not what the fans are going to say. You have to focus on what you can control, and at the end of the day, that's what's most important as an athlete.
What do you think of the minor league lifestyle? Tim, obviously, it's a lot different than an NFL lifestyle.
No, not really. A little bit. Yeah, it's definitely different, but I don't mind. It's been great so far, and playing, I think, Wednesday night, getting on a bus and arriving here at 8 in the morning is not necessarily the easiest thing, but it's not that bad.
Is that when you got in?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying that much attention.
So somebody might ask, why do you do it then? Why do you put yourself through that? I mean, it's kind of daunting.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I have fun. I really like competing. I love the pursuit of it. I love how hard this game is. I love being able to face two different lefties that were really good, unique last night, and tonight we'll also be able to see someone that throws, I think 94.3 on every single pitch. And so it's, to be able to adjust and compete and work at something and strive to get better at it. I enjoy the whole process. The
transition then from you played baseball in high school, you did football, now you're back to baseball. Do you feel like it's starting to become normal again?
What, just transitioning?
Yeah, you're going back to the sport you said you...
I wouldn't say that I feel, like 100% normal yet. It's still very new. And people say, have you found a routine? And no, I'm still getting adjusted. I'm still, I think it takes longer than, 2 months to fully feel ingrained in something. I think for me, it's really, I'm still working on things. I'm still adjusting. I'm focused on my fundamentals every day, like who I am and who I want to become as a baseball player. So that's a process in itself.
How has Daniel Murphy helped you?
Oh, he's helped a lot. He's a awesome dude with a great heart, and he can also hit a baseball pretty good.
He says you have a lot of power.
Well,
you're bad. You have a lot of power anyway, but I mean, you're bad.
No, he's the guy that's hitting a lot of home runs. So
what do the fans typically tell you when they see you at a baseball stadium?
That's all over the board.
Yeah.
Girl just said she got a puppy named Tebow, so that's got to be a new one.
No. You have a lot of supportive people, and that's always great. A lot of people will always say they're rooting for you, praying for you, and that means a lot to me. And then you have people on the other side, and that's nothing new to me. I feel like I've had that for a long time. So.
And you always enjoy the fan interactions?
I enjoy most of them.
Right, yeah.
And then the rest I kind of ignore a little bit. That's later in the game when they've been enjoying the beer batter or whatever.
Right.
Someone mentioned the word polarizing. What does it say about society that somebody would dislike you because of your religious views and your outward?
I think for me, it's not try to think about someone else's perspective or why they think a certain way. I think the two most important things for me in life, period, beyond any sports, beyond baseball, basketball, football, anything that I've ever done, it's to love God and love people. And so I'm not going to think about someone else's perspective or the dislike for me. Even in spite of that, I still want to love them because we're all loved by the God of this universe, and that's something that I want to take that love He gives me and love every single person, regardless of how they feel about me.
Have you learned anything new about your faith during this experience or anything like that? Is that...
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I learned anything new, but I think it's been an awesome just transition, new routine process of just everything with it, and traveling the country, a lot of small towns, and a lot of wind. But it's been a good journey.
Are you in the lineup tonight? Where you play tonight?
Yeah, DHing tonight.
You hit a home run yesterday. Just what did you kind of?
I didn't hit a home run yesterday. No.
Oh, two singles.
Two singles.
Sorry, it's not the
It's
first
okay.
release.
No.
No, go ahead.
Diving catch in left field. They tested you right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game. It felt good. It always feels good in the game to get off. For me, I'm someone that I think it's actually one of the hardest parts of baseball is you might play or perform or do something and try to make a play or get a hit or something. It might be an hour until you get to do anything again. And so I think it's sometimes feel good early in the game to have a play to be able to go compete and do something and kind of get you going.
Tim, you mentioned one more, guys. And being able to see a lot of different parts of the country. Here we're going to have a lot of young kids who are looking to follow your journey, take something away from you. What do you hope that they take away?
Well, I hope the young kids that are watching me, I hope I transcend the game. It's bigger than just trying to hit the ball or catch the ball or steal bases. I hope they see me as someone that's striving to go after their dreams, someone that knows that life is a lot bigger than sports, it's a lot bigger than baseball. I hope I can encourage them to understand how much they matter, how they're important, how they're valuable beyond measure, beyond what anybody here would say. They're valuable to the God of this universe, and that their life means something. They're important. So go out and live that way. Live like they matter every single day.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. God bless y'all.